Alright guys, welcome back. New camera. Got the GoPro 13. So forgive me if it's a little weird. But I was out here messing with the trailer. If you've seen my assembly video. I also talked about making a dump trailer. So I figured I'd bring you guys along for a little bit. I got the linear actuator. It's pretty damn long, unfortunately. I probably could have got one maybe this short. So we're going to have to mount it way out here. Original plan, let me bring you in close. Original plan was to mount it back that way under to here, but it's just, it ain't gonna work. But I got looking, I took the bolt out. It'll actually fit right here and go all the way up right to here before it's extended. So we're just gonna kind of temporary, we're gonna put it up here. I'm gonna drill a hole, we'll put the little, it's got one of these guys with a pin, and we should be able to put it probably like that. Now future, we're gonna have to run a piece of angle across here. I'm trying to think what would be good. Maybe a piece of angle across, a plate up and an angle, because it's got to lift this whole thing up. We're full of dirt. That's my little doodles. But yeah, so I took the bolt out. Luckily, it's the exact same size. So we're gonna have to drill one hole. So we're gonna bolt this in here. We'll pin the actuator, just gets a pin. I gotta find a Carter pin because apparently I can't find the extra. They get little Carter pins through it, but I believe I have one of these full Carter pins somewhere. So we'll get it bolted up and we'll check it out. All right, we'll see how, luckily it fit pretty decent. I was surprised. It is made by the same people, honestly. It is a Vevor linear actuator motor. It's supposed to be, I don't know Newton meters, but it said it was 1,600 pounds. I can't. So we shouldn't need that much, but I wanted to get a decent amount. Not sure if this is sealed. I think it said it was sealed. But it'll be alright if it gets wet. So we'll get this on here, we'll tighten it down. And then we'll pin it and see where we gotta. Which it doesn't want to go straight for some reason. There we go. And it turned. There we go. Yeah. Milwaukee wrenches, these things are nice. They feel better than Snap-on, honestly. I have a few older Snap-on ones from a couple years back. Let's see. This should fit here, and you should be able to run your pin on through, and boom. That'll be our wire, which I had some wire crimps and they just suck. They wouldn't crimp good, so we'll find a better connectors. These are the ones that came on it, I believe. Well, yeah, maybe not. I might have added those, but those suck. I did get a switch too. It's a dump switch. They're just up and down. Not really dump switch, you gotta hold it. It doesn't lock. I thought it locked for some reason. But we'll put this on the mower. Now I want to go start my mower, the green one we used in our moving dirt video with the manual dump cart, and the starter died. Well, I thought the starter died. I thought the solenoid died. Changed the solenoid, still doesn't work. I thought the switch was bad. Checked the switch, so then I hot wired the starter and found the starter is bad. So we called John Deere. Because first I go on eBay, look, and I found one for about $42, $45 shipped. And I was like, well, I'd like to go pick it up now. John Deere's around the corner. So I call them, and they're like, oh, we don't have it, we can order it. It's $500. I was like, holy crap. I was like, what about an aftermarket one? They're like, yeah, we have aftermarket John Deere ones. I think it was like $250. I was like, never mind, I'll order from eBay. Oh, John Deere and their prices of stuff. I literally bought that mower for like 400 bucks used. All right. So here she is. Now I could rig up the switches here, which is pretty interesting. I'm using an old lawnmower battery, and I'm using some like sticks to make a connection. It's kind of day off. I'm just hanging out and just messing around. Let's see. I don't remember which wires. I believe green and blue was what I needed. And for right now, it doesn't matter which switch I go to because I'm all right with that. All right, if I can keep them separate, that would be good. And I have the power behind this stick. How to do that? All right, that locks that in there. Make sure them two ain't touching. I'll put this in here, and I need my other little stick. To kind of jam the wires in. I think we're good. Let's see if we got it. There we go. Now, like I said, it is slow. I'm just gonna use. Oh wait, we gotta unlock it. Which we'll have to do something with this little locking mechanism. We'll have to put a little cable, maybe a loop there where you can pull the cable to unlock it. Because if you forget, you're gonna just bend it. Oh yeah, that'll fall back. Yeah, it's pushing it. And then I think I'll put a chain. We'll get a little piece of chain we'll put up underneath. We'll put a piece of chain underneath where the linear actuator motor stops, so it doesn't like pull on it all the time. And we'll just run a chain to the frame down there. But I think it's pretty neat. We'll test it out. I'll take this bar off. We'll drill, put the little bracket in. It should be about right there. What does the bracket look like? The bracket's like this. Goes up in there. The good thing is it's a pin, so it allows it to rotate. This rotates, so we're doing pretty decent on that. What I'll do, my camera's all coming loose. So what I'll do is I'll drill this. I'll get this bolted up. We'll pin it and we'll come back because my battery's dying. Alright, what the hell? The helicopter sounds weird. It's all squeaky. But I'll be right back. Alright, I thought we had a problem for a minute, but we're alright. This little plastic cap just comes off. It was just adding a little too much room. When you take the cap off, there's a little, I guess, bushing, sort of like aluminum bushing. And there we are. I'll put a little bolt there. Just for now, we're gonna have to stiffen it up. We're gonna haul any real dirt or anything. I'll put the sides back on. We'll probably end up having the sides off for loading with the Mini X, the little Chinese Mini X, because it's barely doesn't reach super high. And it's a tad jerky. Well, I don't want to end up bending the crap out of them. But here we go. Let's pull this. Do a little test. It should keep it from just flopping. As you can tell, it's pretty slow. So you're gonna probably start dumping as you're going up. But I'll get you a little side angle. Boom. You could always make a little dump, tailgate dump where you could spread. But again, it's a little easier than sitting there pulling it because the wife can just pull up. I can run the Mini X, the wife could dig, back up, slowly dump, maybe. Not sure if it's gonna dump high enough. It should move the length of this up here, which we're already almost there. So we may have to come up with a different way of dumping, which it should be up on the thing. Should be about like this. Up on the mower like this. Like I said, I would hook it up to the mower, but the mower started, oh, and she hit the tipping point. That's about as far as she goes. Let's set this battery on there, keep it from moving. I'm 2 wires are touching, unfortunately. Well, let's take a look. I mean, it's not super dumped. Well, actually, it's touching the ground. We're gonna be hooked to the mower, so we should be about roughly on the mower about like that. So that's pretty decent. How tall is the mower? Roughly around there. So again, we'll have to mess with it. If we move it forward any, I don't know if it'll, like this cylinder part will fit. Plan on just leaving this back off when I use it. Putting dirt in. I may put a little tiny angle piece, I don't know, like a dump truck. But again, we're gonna be about yay high. So it's almost touching the ground. So we may be pretty decent. We may be all right. I say that didn't take not long, one hole to drill. Like I said, we're pushing up on this gusset, so I may put a piece of angle across the top and in the side, all the way across. And take these bolts out. Maybe even drill a hole for these and come all the way out across to stiffen it up pretty good. And then we'll have to come up with a release or brake for that. But just a quick part one for you guys. I do appreciate you guys for watching. When the starter motor comes, we'll do a video on that, changing it. It's not too bad, just a tad aggravating trying to get the screws out, the bolts out pretty easy, but trying to get the screws back in, that's the aggravating part. So, like I said, I changed the solenoid on it and everything. I thought it was a switch. And if you need to, check your starter on the mower. There's a red wire goes up underneath, and there's another post that connects into your starter with like a copper braided cable. And then mine has another little tiny wire, like a ignition wire, I'd say. So you jump between the red ignition wire, and that should start it up if your starter's running right. If your starter is not running right, it'll just click or not do anything. And you also go from the power to the other terminal on the starter, and it'll spin the starter. The motor part's working good, but the gear is not engaging up. So I ordered one, it's on the way. So once that comes, then we'll mess with this a little bit more. I just wanted to take it easy today. Finally got a day off and see how that fit. I'm not exactly sure if we'll leave it there, move it in a little bit. Like I said, my initial plan was to put it all the way in the very back. Initial plan was to put it all the way back in there, up against that, and then run all the way to here. But the linear actuator motor is fairly good size because it has to, you know, the same amount of room here is what comes out. So, we could maybe make some kind of scissor, like a piece that went from here to here, or to there. Yeah, from there to here to there. The actual motor pushes on it, and it would open up, possibly. That's another possibility. We'd have to move this out of the way and just do away with it. Now that could work. You know, it'd just be like a hinge. It'd be a closed hinge, and then you'd push on the back side, and it would just force it open, but you have a lot of pressure there and there. So, I don't know. I feel like this will work for a little bit. We'll try it when we get the starter from the mower so we can get it moving. Tow this. I don't want to use the zero turn. I don't have one of them little plates. I have a regular 2-inch ball on it. So that's one of them little things that flop around. We'll see if we can put a little spacer in there, keep it from bouncing around. But I'm fairly happy with it. I'm gonna unpin it because I don't know if it can be out in the rain Not sure. If anybody knows, I don't see it. Was it IPX rating? IP rating? I can't remember. I didn't see nothing on there, but we'll see. It also has the E-warranty, just like that. So I guess if we destroy each other with it, I'll just get V4 to send me a new one. Yeah. Anyway, if you do want to send me stuff, just let me know, and we'll test it out on the channel. Alright guys, like and subscribe. I'll catch you later. I am not 100% what we're doing next. We do have to get the auger going. We also have a junkyard, or not junkyard, but a welder that we picked up from a, what do you call it, a yard sale, that we're going to redo, put new leads on it and all that, and put some quick disconnects. It's just a stick welder, but they're pretty good, old Lincolns. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.